community is called Steve Bikoville, and basically started off as an informal community. There was actually squatting happening, and slowly, it started being formalized. Government bought the land, and currently there's about 4,000 households in the community. They're basically on the edge of the Dinukeng Game Reserve, of which Kwalata is also a partner in the reserve.
The TLC really, it's something that before I started this, I could look around and seeing that the people, they didn't have any place to be, because before starting this, I used to go to the houses and look for the old people who were a couple of women from the church, and then we go there, do the washing for them, bath them, cook for them. Then while we were doing that, something just came to my mind and say, how can I just combine, instead of going house to house, how about combining them, and then so that we should look them in one place.
An old age home concept didn't exist in Africa or in an African community, because your children take care of you. So children actually bring their parents here or old age here to be taken care of. So there's a massive need in our African communities for a concept. And I think once we can get this one off the ground, let's say as a little model, we can actually use it as a case study and move this concept to other communities where I think the need is just as big.
The condition here, the problem, winter it's so cold, summer it's so hot.
Looking at the people staying here, it's like everybody's over 60, some people is even close to 100 years old, and to survive a winter here, there's a lot of people that don't make a winter.
This month we've already buried 4. The other one, the funeral was last week Saturday.
And I think also it's due to the infrastructure. And if we improve the infrastructure, we definitely can put a value add to the people that are being taken care of here.
I think if you look at the current infrastructure and the place that they live in, it's very easy being in the city, living in the nice suburbs, coming out here and really open your eyes and see what the situation is within which these people need to live and survive.
We either had this blanket project every winter to hand out blankets, and then he said, every year we're on that blankets, and we'd rather start doing something more constructive, get the people somewhere in where they can be warm and comfortable, So then he asked me, what do I think? So I've got a little bit of money from somewhere, so we can use it for this.
And I was invited by Johanna about 5 years ago to come and have a look at the facility. And this winter I said, listen, let's see if we can't, actually last December we said, can't we get together all the guys involved at this project and see if we can't change each oak's little input and facilitate that and build a proper accommodation block. And eventually actually to formalize all the informal structures around here. Just through our first round of circulation, the Mayor of Tshwane committed to have this as his Mandela Day project, and we basically launched at Mandela Day. We got the commitment from Desto to provide all project management and labour, which is a massive donation.
Desto is a training and consulting company. In the training part, we concentrate mainly on academic training on the one hand. On the other hand, we look at technical training, and within the technical training we have the construction, and that is basically where we are involved in specifically giving the students opportunity to obtain practical experience, and that is why we get involved in community projects where there is a need for construction work, that the students get that practical experience to ultimately be able to find themselves jobs.
We got bricks from Kwalata, the Kwalata Foundation. We got cement from Eminia Dew Herbal Supplements. ACES Church donated 2 ready-mix containers of cement to do the flooring. Carousel, one of Kwalata's partners, basically sponsored the windows, the doors, glasses, and that's basically, I mean, what you see has been achieved, you know, in a very short space of time.
This is one of the examples in terms of this specific project. The structures here is basically the accommodation for the elder people. Later phases will be added in terms of the ablution, the kitchen, the laundry, and fragile care, and then additional sleeping place for old age people, because there is a big need for that.
This is a worthy project. You know, as an organization, as a company out there, what we will say is that you know, this is a social, you know, intervention that each and every company will be proud of involving themselves in, and will encourage people to come in here. And as we know that this is a project that is still under, you know, its building stages. There's a lot that is needed.
The actual building material is a great need, and that includes things like roofing, bricks, cement, tiles, lights, to actually get the structure up and finished.
You can share in the joy as this is being developed. And the only thing we need to do is get the material. You know, the nice thing is Desto, they are providing the labor and the project management. So it's actually a massive win-win, where if you give like 10 Rand, you actually stretch the 10 to 50 Rand overnight, which is just so nice to be part of this project.
I think the success at the end will be an example for the rest of South Africa. I think, you know, there are so many places, many people in need for something like this. I think that will put an example for what people can do. I mean, just standing together, take hands, grow together, learn from each other. I think that's learning from each other. I mean, that's amazing.
The new building, I'm so happy. You know, I always praise my God. And thanks, you know, prayers from people who were praying with us. Because really, this at the moment, you know, the way that I'm so excited, I don't, you know, knowing what to do. I'm just looking forward to go in there. I just wish even now to take them and put them, even if there's no roof, the way I'm happy.